If your vehicle is showing a U0415 code, in this video I'll explain what it means and how you can go about fixing it. What is a U0415 code? It stands for Invalid Data Received from Anti-Lock Brake System Control Module. In simple terms, it means that different computers in your car are getting garbage data from the ABS module, and they don't know how to process it. Let's break down how these systems talk to each other and how to track down the source of the conflict. Modern vehicles rely on multiple control modules to manage everything from your engine to your brakes. You have the Engine Control Module, or ECM, the Transmission Control Module, or TCM, and of course the ABS Control Module. These computers are constantly sharing data to keep the car safe and efficient. When a U0415 code is triggered, it's because of a data mismatch. For example, your TCM might report that you're cruising at 50 miles per hour, but at the same time, the ABS module is sending a signal saying the vehicle is completely stationary. When the computers see two conflicting stories like that, they set the U0415 code. To diagnose this, you need to understand the CAN bus. This is the communication network, the actual wiring and connection points that allows all these modules to talk. Think of it as the high-speed internet for your car. Because this code involves a network issue rather than a simple sensor failure, it can sometimes be a bit more complex to troubleshoot, as you're dealing with the flow of information between multiple computers. Possible causes of a U0415 code. The first and most important thing to check is your power supply. Since every control module on the CAN bus relies on stable voltage to communicate, a weak battery or a failing alternator can cause digital noise that corrupts the data. Start by verifying that your battery is fully charged and that your charging system is outputting the correct voltage, usually between 13.5 and 14.5 volts with the engine running. You also want to check the fuse box. A blown fuse for the ABS system can cut power to the module entirely, making it look like a communication failure when it's really just a lack of power. Next, you need to look at the wiring harness and the main connector at the ABS control module. Because this module is typically located in the engine bay, it's exposed to heat, moisture, dirt, and grease. Unplug the connector and look for any signs of corrosion or green crusties on the pins. Make sure the connector is clean and seats firmly when you plug it back in. While you're there, trace the wiring harness as far as you can to look for any spots where the wires might be rubbing against metal brackets, which could cause a short or an open circuit. Next, you should also consider the ABS sensors, commonly known as wheel speed sensors. These sensors provide the raw data that the ABS module then sends out to the rest of the car. If a wheel speed sensor fails or has damaged wiring, it can feed incorrect data into the ABS module, which then passes that invalid data along to the ECM or TCM. Often you'll see a secondary code like a P0500 for a speed sensor, but even if you don't, it's a good idea to inspect the wiring at each wheel for any obvious damage. If your battery's strong, your fuses are good, and the wiring is intact, the last possibility is that the ABS control module itself has failed. These modules contain complex internal circuitry that can eventually break down. While replacing the module is usually the last resort, it may be necessary if the internal processor can no longer send valid data across the CAN bus. Keep in mind that on many newer vehicles, a new ABS module will need to be programmed to your specific VIN before it will work correctly. To recap, always start with the basics. Check your battery, alternator, and fuses before moving on to the ABS wiring and speed sensors. And that's basically it. If you have anything to add, feel free to leave a comment down below. If this video was helpful, please click like, subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.